tonight. Edo State government strengthens commitment to support systems for people living with autism. Boat operators in Delta State get free life jackets courtesy of federal government. Plus, residents of Aquaquari community cries for help over crisis. A very good evening to you and thank you for joining us on the news tonight, reaching you from NT Benin Network Center. I am Goodluck Enaini. Now, the government of Edo State says it is committed to strengthening support systems that will help improve diagnosis and early intervention services for prompt access to accurate information, therapy, and inclusive education of the autistic children in the state. This was a position of the state government as it joins persons living with autism to mark World Autism Awareness Day. This year's campaign is not just about raising awareness, it is about changing attitudes, promoting inclusion, and building support systems that allow every child, regardless of where they fall on the spectrum, to live a life of dignity and purpose. It is for this reason stakeholders converge on the Festival Hall Government House to cross-fertilize ideas in advancing neurodiversity in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The state government is committed to the well-being of these children with immense talent, which government says it will nurture to fruition.
As we strive to achieve the SDG goals, especially SDG 4 and 8, which covers access to quality education and economic opportunities for all, we must prioritize inclusive and support for individuals living with autism.
Autism is not a disease, neither a spiritual cause, but a neurodevelopmental condition. This is why the State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Cyril Oshomole, advocates equal treatment for autistic persons.
We come from a culture in which people believe that autistic children are either demonic or some of them term them as ogbanje or possessed. But I want to change the mindset of our people. We've seen great scientists of our generation and even past generation who are with their creative mind, even with the fact that they are autistic.
These stakeholders want government to step up action in their educational and socio-economic well-being in line with the SDGs.
All we just need to do is to understand these children, show them love, acceptance.
This showcase of talents by the children is a proof that children with autism are not viewed through the lens of deficiency, but the lens of possibility. Benin, good luck in any. Nigeria is reaffirming its commitment to strategic collaborations that translates to sustainable and inclusive development for all as the country calls on the BRICS to lead a new path of justice in the world. President made the commitment as while addressing the 2025 BRICS Summit of Heads of State and Government in Rio de Janeiro. State House correspondent Musbadan Wahab has details.
President Bola Tinubu is here, representing Nigeria, recognized as a partner country to the BRICS. And the characteristic pleasantry again between the two friends as President Luis Lula da Silva received his invited guests. President of the largest black nation in the world featured in the circle as the bloc focused on how to strengthen Global South cooperation for more inclusive and sustainable governance. Such issue bothers President Tinubu from Africa's perspective. The Nigerian leader cited the climate change adaptation programs, for example, and acknowledged how Africa suffers the most despite contributing the least to the global emission. And so, with some global resolutions skewed against Africa, President Tinubu is hoping that the BRICS can rewrite the story in fairness.
Nigeria therefore called on BRICS to lead a new path of justice anchored on fairness, sustainable technology, transfer and accessible financing such that emerging economies can fully benefit from the various initiatives in this field.
Expressing the country's strong belief in the South-South cooperation, President Tinubu indicated Nigeria's readiness as the giant of Africa to take its place in global decision-making.
We must be architects of our future that addresses the specific needs and concerns of youth, which represents 70% of our population in Nigeria.
President Tinubu affirmed to the bloc his administration's resolve to transform challenges into opportunities through purposeful programs and policies. In Rio de Janeiro, Musbal and Wahab, NC News.
The federal government is aware of the challenges which prosecutors are faced with in their effort to secure conviction whenever a crime is committed. Hence, it is pushing for a more adoption of the plea bargaining guidelines, an initiative designed to hold offenders accountable for their criminal acts. Olabode Arewa reports.
As a nation still in the process of developing its various sectors, including the judiciary, Nigeria routinely seeks the global best practices to learn from. In the last few years, some statutes and guidelines were signed into law to speed up justice delivery. These include the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, the plea bargaining guidelines for federal prosecutors, the FCT custodial and non-custodial sentencing practice direction of 2020, arising from the hurdles which prosecutors are facing in the course of obtaining conviction of defendants, both in criminal and civil matters. These rules now gives flexibility to them to decide whether a defendant in criminal trial should be given the option of plea bargaining.
We have moved into a regime where there is a legal framework that provides for plea bargaining to be conducted and provided safeguards.
At this sensitization for judiciary correspondence, organized by the Federal Ministry of Justice, the benefits and the need for the buy-in of all stakeholders were emphasized.
Either party can initiate plea bargain under our law.
The plea bargaining regime has come to stay.
Riding on the back of obvious successes recorded by countries like the USA via the plea bargaining regime, Nigeria is confident that similar results could be achieved using the platform of accountability in order to prevent an abuse of the initiative. In Abuja, Olabode Arewa, NTA News.
And talking politics now, the presidential candidate of Labour Party in 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, was in Benin, Edo State capital for a support initiative to hospitals and schools in the metropolis. A former Okafor reports that Mr. Obi visited St. Philomena College of Health, where he interfaced with the school management and the student nurses. This is not the first time Peter Obi is visiting the college. He is here again to continue investing in overall healthcare development by gifting the college a check of 15 million naira. The story we brought to you in our subsequent bulletin. And in case you're just joining us, you're watching NTA News. We'll take a break now. There shall be more reports when we return. Please stay.
Next time you Our hospitality is good.
Oh yes, Ameosa Motosi don't roll out to new Shabe buses and Ukazi. Where country people go fit to enjoy their journey. You want to travel from Benin to Wari, Benin to Abraka, Benin to Port Harcourt, Benin to Bayelsa, and Benin to Aunchi. Waiting you still dey wait for. Come meet us for our new party. Where the opposite Unibet Sport Fidi after UBT80 for Ugbo for Benin City. Make you come enjoy Opoekerization. You know, say now we be the king of the roadie because we get to experience and well-trained drivers wey go treat you like a kingy. Don't forget to say you fit to travel with buses and small cars for Ameosa Motors as customer satisfaction na it be our priority. Make you call us for 070-3020-4625 or 0813-855-05180. Ameosa Motors, king of the road.
They know they tell person, everybody must to see with their eyes. Oye Technical Generator Shopping Mall, the headquarters for generator matter. You do well as you make it easy for everybody to get generator. Whether a small one as my pocket reach or Perkins and Meccano generator, all answer present for Oye Technical. For quality generators for borehole, air conditioners, office, business or personal use, then full ground. All our generators come with correct spare parts and for better price. We still get grinding machine, pepper mill, sewing machines, lawnmower, borehole pumping machine. How many I go fit talk? Come take your IC for the generator headquarters. Oye Technical Limited, number 79, 81, 83 Mission Road for Benin and all other Oye Technical branches. Oye Technical Limited, affordable quality generators for everybody.
With hearts full of gratitude to Almighty God, the Owe family announces the triumphant homegoing of their beloved matriarch, Lady Helen Noyo Owe, KSJI, devoted wife, beloved mother and grandmother, a Marian soul who lived in grace. We celebrate her extraordinary life and invite you to join us in honoring her memory. Thursday, 17th July, Vigil Mass. 3 p.m., Divine Mercy and Rosary. 4 p.m., service begins. St. Albert's Catholic Church, University of Benin. Friday, 18th July, funeral mass at 10 a.m., same venue. Saturday, 19th July, celebration of life, Horatio Marquis, Okada Avenue, GRA, Benin City, 12 noon prompt. Sunday, 20th July, Thanksgiving mass, 10:30 a.m. at St. Albert's Catholic Church, University of Benin. Her light remains, her legacy endures. Lady Helen now rests in the arms of her mother, the most blessed Virgin Mary, announced by distinguished Senator Sir Roland Oye, KSJI, for the family.
And thanks for being there. The Ojawe of Akwakwari community in Oedo Ward 2 local government area of Edo State is crying out over what he describes as an attempt by some strange element plotting to destabilize the peace of the community and impose themselves as the Ojawe following the brewing crisis. Joy Egbo visited the community to ascertain the true position of things and came back with this report.
Gathered here at the community town hall are the elders of Akwakwaye and the Ojonwe, who allege that one Osai Venerable Father is making moves to unseat him through false claims and manipulation. He said that this undercover moves by those group of persons is raising tension and fears among the peace-loving residents of the area. It was also reported that during a town hall meeting held July last year, which had several community leaders in attendance, it was unanimously declared that the said Osai Venerable is not an indigene of Akwakwaye and was unknown to the elders.
2003, Amogi Vakbari Awa, Mogibiro Kereade, Okeke, Ivie Amogiva, Yana Yamoma, Kisiri, where on your Codion way, Iguelegon, Aveyu, Anabu, here, where we have. abe yoga titi awiri oba ana be boyen gbere obiewo okeke ana ariure egin iya be ariure egin iya na tie uregi na be tie agbon be no be he ya be temeni ana be boyen begbe society no be fada ni ayamure uso mane no be arubo ri mewege ni iya na we ten akin so pa mama e mama be bito ovensei
However, he alleged that one of the community members who originally testified to that effect has since changed his position after allegedly collecting some gratifications.
ọmọ náà bá rẹ dùn ó kó àpọ̀lọpọ̀lọ ọba rí ló bọ̀ wẹ́wẹ́ bàbá náà láhọ bàbá náà rèrè tí mà náà yí mà yóò lámẹ́ ní ọdún òwe náà àfi bọ́ yògùn ọba ọ̀rọ̀ yóò bí ẹ̀ náà dín òwò lẹ́yìn yẹn gẹ́lẹ́ ẹ̀ òbí àkọ́kọ́ ayé ó sàn tí náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ òbí ẹ̀ náà dín òwò náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ bọ́ yògùn ọba lẹ́yìn yẹn òbí ẹ̀ àkọ́kọ́ ayé.
Efforts by NTA to reach out to the said society for response was unsuccessful as at the time of this report. In Benin, Joy Igbo, NTA News.
In line with the federal government's efforts to curb a recurring loss of lives in Nigeria's waterways, authorities in Delta State have distributed free life jackets to both drivers and seafarers. The agency has also commenced enforcement of life jacket usage, warning that defaulters will face penalty for non-compliance with marine laws. Chinyere Okole has more.
The initiative aims to tackle boat accidents often caused by inadequate safety equipment and training. During a brief ceremony at the NDDC jetty in Koko in Warri North local government area of Delta State, Niwa area manager Rufus Oladimeji Obolanto emphasized the agency's commitment to enhancing safety for coastal communities. Obolanto, who oversaw the distribution of life jackets, urged recipients to utilize them.
We expect both the driver to be on life jacket and all the passenger, and we also inform all the operators that the life jacket must be kept clean always so that your passengers can be able to use them.
What we did here is to sensitize them to observe safety, especially the boat drivers. They need to be trained, they need to have their license before they can be able to drive.
Beneficiaries praised the gesture, noting it would reduce accidents and fatalities on the waterways.
We are a bit told about the use of this thing before now, so at least we are going to use it properly, and I want to use this opportunity to thank Niwa.
Very important that any passenger, even a driver of a boat, must make sure they have their life jacket on anytime they're traveling to avoid casualties when you're traveling.
Experts also delivered lectures on basic safety measures.
When you are trained, accidents will be reduced, and by so doing, we'll be able to keep the waterway safe.
This event marks the third phase of NIWA's efforts and commitment to guaranteeing the safety of lives and property along the nation's waterways. In Koko, I'm Chinyere Okoli, NTA News.
We'll take another break now.
Whatever your occasion, whatever your requirement, Efedusa Catering Services is well equipped to cater for the catering needs of your event. With our customized menu of mouth-watering African and continental dishes, cocktails and small chops, is definitely going to be a mouth-watering experience. Our well-trained and friendly chefs and staff, our royal dining arrangement is sure to make your event grand and memorable. Be it weddings reception, corporate function, anniversary parties, birthday celebration, funeral reception, we will render an event of distinction. We're into event planning and consultancy dancing services. Also, our amazing Grace Event Hall, which can provide up to 500 seating capacity for any event hosting, is sure to blow your mind. Call Efedosa Catering Services on 0807 777 7291 or visit us at 51 Airport Road, Benin City, Edo State, and Peck Filling Station, Oluku Junction, Oluku, Benin City. Efedosa Catering Services, caterers of distinction.
Yes, so all the way straight to Mama Miracle. Yes, so for quality tester material. I said, come Mama Miracle. You need them pressure baby. You know what disappoint you.
See glasses, see plenty Ashwabi for Mama Miracle Store. EJ, Mama Miracle Store. This one too much. See all kind of waxy, whether like London wax, Nigerian wax, high target, Hollandese, brocade, Kampala, lacy, Yasek hair tie. All day, whether for one by one retail or for plenty boku buy of wholesale. Mama Miracle Store, we get all boku. Make you come collect her now. No need to the holla say I want Ashwabi. Now only 20 I see. I not see reach 50. Foul. Mama Miracle Store. It don't get her now. Any kind design where you want it. Any amount of number where you want it. Mama Miracle Store get them. Make you waka enter. See them sit down for the head office 211 Motala Mohammed Way. The story building where they near Ekiosa for 30 Sekula. Mama Miracle Store. This one a big miracle.
You want to jolly, you want to be do, it's time to jolly, BD Dynasty is a place for the big boys, big girls, top notch. Many things they happen from Monday to Sunday, every day naturally. World class events Saturday, rooftop bar, gold lounge, black lounge, nightclub, live band, DJ, comedians and musicians. All of the upper hits, all kind of food, all kind of drinks, barbecue, palaki, shawarma, pizza, misos, popcorn, ice cream, and game house. You go swing tire, children's paradise, game house. Oh yeah, what they do, the mess is the best from the time. You want to jolly, you want to be do, it's time to jolly, welcome to DD Dynasty, another arm of Hotel Doris Day Limited, the pride of Edo State.
Phil Carroll's is fully operational. Phil Carroll's Lodge, home away from home. Our hotel services is the finest you can get. Our rooms is the coziest and well fitted for your comfort. We have rooftop lounge to keep you away from noise, restaurant, laundry services, and other professional services. Phil Carroll's Lodge stands on the top of Ostrop Electronic Building, 113 at Pakpava Road, Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. Book with us today. The rooftop lounge for all forms of celebration and hotels accommodation. Telephone 080-3841-6585. Come and experience hospitality like never before. Our standard of experience and premium comfort is simply the best.
Thank you for being there. And now talking sports, let's join Omoyemi Onubom.
Nigeria Super Falcons made a strong impression in the opening match of the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations, securing a decisive 3-0 win against Tunisia. The 9-time African champions quickly established their dominance, with star forward Asisat Oshola scoring an early goal. Debutant Risola Babajide extended the lead just before the halftime, finishing calmly in the 44th minute to give Nigeria a 2-goal advantage at the break. Tunisia emerged in the second half with renewed determination, managing to withstand Nigeria's persistent offensive for a significant portion of the period. However, their defense eventually broke in the 83rd minute when Chinwedu Ihuizo scored the third goal, ensuring a comfortable victory for the Super Falcons. Despite Tunisia's late attempts to score, the Falcons remain resolute, earning all 3 points and setting a positive tone for their WAFCON campaign. In another Group A match, Senegal claimed the top spot on the table with a convincing 4-0 win over DR Congo. The Senegalese team scored 3 goals within the first 22 minutes, taking advantage of defensive mistakes and long passes to dismantle the Congolese defense. Mexico secured a record-extending 10th CONCACAF Gold Cup title with a hard-fought 2-1 victory over the United States at Energy Stadium in Houston on Sunday. The final was tense and closely contested, with the Americans initially taking the lead, but Mexico responded with determination. El Tri's victory not only reinforced their dominance in the region, but also widened the gap to 3 titles over their rival, who remains with 7 gold cups. And finally, in tennis, defending champion Carlos Alcaraz mounted a remarkable comeback to defeat Russia's Andrei Rublev and secure his spot in the Wimbledon quarterfinals after dropping the first set in a tense tie-break. Alcaraz rebounded decisively to win the match 6-7, 6-3, 6-4 under the center court roof. With this victory, the Spanish star is now one step closer to becoming only the 5th man in the Open era to win consecutive Wimbledon titles, with his next match against Britain's Cameron Norrie. For Sport Update, Amazongo and T News.
That's it on the news tonight. Thank you for watching. Good night.